everyone. Welcome to my space. Welcome to Taurus season. This is around the time that I'm giving this reading. This is going to be in regards to your family relationships, okay? I'm also at the same time recording for the eclipse retrograde season as well, because we just had the Taurus eclipse. We're going to have Mercury's retrograde on the 10th, even though Mercury's retrograde is kind of already taking effect already. And then we're going to have the Scorpio eclipse on the 16th. Yeah. Sorry guys, I'm just checking just to make sure I have my dates right. I think I have my dates right. So, yeah. So those messages will be out as well. So check those out if you want to know how the eclipse season and Mercury's retrograde will affect you pretty much for the rest of this year. But I'll get into that in your reading. So, so the sign that I'm going to read for today, let me see, Virgo. Virgo, you are the one that was put on my heart just now. So let me go ahead and cleanse my energy really quickly. And we're going to go ahead and jump right into your reading. Give me 1 second, you guys. My camera is looking a little fuzzy, and I don't know why. There we go. That looks a little bit better. So, Virgo, we're going to go ahead and jump in regards to your family relationships, because, you know, a lot of us, we want to know about our romantic relationships, if we're going to get married, if we're going to have children, right? But some of us, we forget that soulmates, karmic partners, or karmic relationships and twin flames are also, they exist in our families, okay? Eventually I will in the future be posting more family relationships, maybe for monthly readings or for yearly readings, what have you. But and I'm also going to be posting readings for your friendships, your platonic relationships, okay? Because a lot of the time when it comes to our families, there's a lot of healing that we need to go through. And when we don't go through that healing and we don't process our traumas when it comes to our ancestral energies and our family relationships, we end up bringing those energies into romantic relationships, right? So we're going to go ahead and get into it, Virgo. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay. I'm sorry, you guys. My little cactus is over here, and it looks like it's growing some babies, so that's beautiful. Anyway, so I think that's kind of beautiful because you guys represent harvest, right? Your sign represents like the harvest period every year. So I feel like during this Taurus season for you, Virgo, a lot of healing energies when it comes to your family will be in regards to reaping what you sow, the seeds that you're planting in the world, and how your family may have affected you in that sense, right? Others of you, you may be pregnant, okay? Also, when I speak of family relationships, if you are married or whether you're married or not, if you're in a romantic partnership and you have children by this person, or even if you don't have children, if you share resources with this person, you guys live together and you guys have a sexual or romantic connection, I consider that a family unit as well. Okay, so whatever resonates for you in regards to family. Okay, but I'm definitely also touching on your genetics, your genes, the people who raised you, the people who brought you into this world, okay, or the people who, if you're adopted, the people who raised you, right? All right, for Virgo, universe, source, archangels, ancestors, spirit guides, gods, goddesses, this is for the sign of Virgo in regards to their family relationships, from now into the future. What does Virgo need to know in regards to their family relationships, universe source? Family relationships. All right, let's see here. For Virgo. For their family relationships. Let's see here. Okay, you have an emotional phase or domestic development eclipse in Cancer acceptance. So there's definitely a situation where maybe there's a breakup of some kind, where you had to move out, okay, or a divorce where you had to move out, you have to find your own place. Others of you, you and your family are moving, okay, and it may be a hard time for you guys to move. Something may have happened where you lived, you know, maybe in your country or your city or your state, wherever you live right now, Virgo. It could be it could be a very emotional time. It could be a very intense time, okay? That's really affecting your home life. It could be your finances with your family, where you have to move. Others of you, maybe a loved one passed away, okay, and you may have to, there's some type of transition or some type of energy that's affecting your home life, obviously, right? If a family member passed away or a significant other, okay? Others of you, this can also represent childbirth. It can represent pregnancy, where it is an emotional time. It's not so much in a negative way or a sad way, in a very happy way. Others of you, you're probably stressed out if you're pregnant or you have children. You're stressed out about how you're going to care for that child, right? Or your children. But you're moving with your family. You may need to, some of you guys just need to move into a space of acceptance when it comes to your family, whether you live with them or not. For those of you who do live with your family, or you have a family of your own, you may be trying to make your family out to be more, or you're trying to, there's a certain way that you want your family to be, or you want your family to have a certain perspective, but you just have to accept that your family, where you were born or who you were born to, that's just how your family is. Some of you guys just need to accept the fact that you're of a certain culture, or you come from you were born in a certain place. Maybe you're not proud of it, but you just have to move into a place of accepting that, okay? It may be very emotional, okay? And then we have Leo, Sun in Leo, joy. So it says a time of celebration and success. So definitely I do see there are those of you, you're finally getting a new house, okay? Maybe there are those of you who are, your family, you guys have been looking for a lot of houses, or your house has been on the market, or, you know, you're able to sell your house, you're able to rent a house or an apartment or a condo or a townhouse, whatever is going on with your home, Virgo. There is something that is to be celebrated. There is something to be happy about, and it could be you finding a new home, okay? Others of you, you're able to remodel your home. You have the money to remodel, okay, to make your home a little bit more cozy. But others of you, this is definitely talking about a child. This is talking about children, okay? Some of you guys may have been having a hard time with having children. Maybe it's genetic, where maybe your mother or your father had a hard time with reproducing, you know, or helping produce children. And maybe you got those genes, but I feel that there are those of you that are finally able to have a child, okay? Others of you, maybe it's not about having your own child, like physically getting pregnant. There are those of you who may decide to adopt, and you're finally able to adopt now, okay? You're in the right space. You have, you know, the resources to adopt. But others of you, this is definitely about the home. Cancer is all about the home. It's all about family. So for you, Virgo, family, it seems like family is important to you. However, there is something here in regards to your family that you just need to move into a place of accepting, okay? Don't fight it, whatever that is for you. You just need to be, some of you guys just need to be, just accept like you are who you are. Your family is what it is, right? You can't change that. Your family may have a lot of issues. You know, there may have been some traumas or some issues in your family. Some of you guys lost a family member, okay? And you're finally moving into, some of you guys lost a family member, and you're learning to accept that it is what it is, and you have to heal from that. You have to cope with it, and then eventually, bam, there's a child that's born. Or a marriage, somebody gets married or something like that, right? Could be a marriage as well. So you're adding on to your family. That's very beautiful. Okay, so whatever your circumstances are, Virgo, with your family, just learn whatever it is you're not accepting, or whatever it is that you're having a hard time grasping or embracing about your family life. And some of you guys, maybe it's maybe you just need to walk away from your family. Maybe you just need to accept the fact that your family, they are who they are. You can't change it, and you're just gonna have to accept it and move on, you know. And you may feel more free. You may feel happier because of it. But it depends on what your family situation is, right? If your family means a lot to you and you feel like your relationship with your family is worth it, then this means that you just have to accept them for who they are. You have to accept where you come from. You can't run away from it. None of us can, right? But definitely moving, remodeling, having a child, having a baby, adopting. could be a lot of things in regards to your house, okay? All right, let's see for Virgo for their family relationships, universe, source, archangels, ancestors, spirit guides, gods, goddesses, earth, spirits, earth. Thank you. Please come before us to speak to the sign of Virgo in regards to their family relationships. 5 cards from the top of the deck for Virgo for their family relationships. It's too many cards. All right. For Virgo for their family relationships. Bottom of the deck, you have the Strength card. So there you go, Leo again. So there is something in regards to a Leo in your family. Okay, so overall, Leo has a lot to share with you. That is the sign that comes before you, right? So Virgo, you may have something that Leo can show you in regards to your family, or there is a Leo in your family who can help you, or there's a Leo in your family who can, or maybe you have Leo in your chart. But if you have a Leo in your family, maybe it's a baby. There's going to be a baby that's going to be born during Leo season. It's going to add on to your family. Some of you guys are going to get pregnant, and they're a Leo. They're going to be a Leo when they're born. Okay. Some of you guys may end up getting a new home, moving during Leo season of this year, or maybe you already, that's what happened in the past with your family. Leo has a really huge energy right here for you, Virgo. So it could be that you're dealing with a Leo, or you're going to give birth to a Leo. Others of you have a very strong Leo in your chart, or Cancer, or Leo has something to teach you. Okay. My nose started itching the moment I started doing your reading, so I know that there's a lot of intuitive energy coming through. And I'm trying to sneeze, but it's just not letting me sneeze. So there's someone here that's watching this, Virgo, one of you all, or maybe a majority of you, I don't know, who's really resonating with this, I guess. But I also have Leo and Virgo in my chart as well, so it could be that this is touching on my family too. Who knows? But take what resonates, throw away what doesn't. So you have the 6 of Swords here. So this is definitely getting off that boat, moving on, moving through calmer waters. Okay, so it seems that you and your family, Virgo, in the past, or maybe currently moving into the future, you will, finances, your home life, everything is going to calm down. Okay, or it already has. You already, experienced that in the past, okay? I'm so sorry, guys, me rubbing my nose. Ever since the moment I started your reading, my nose started itching, so I'm really sorry about that. So then we have this Magician energy. That's more Leo energy, even though it doesn't really necessarily represent Leo, but it has that yellow there. You have a lot of yellow and orange in your reading. So definitely there's something emotional that has happened to you and your family, Virgo, or maybe to you personally regarding your family that really hurt you or traumatized you, and you've moved into a place of accepting what has happened, so that you can move into this Leo energy, move into this energy of manifestation of magic, understanding the alchemy that you possess, understanding that you understand magic and how to utilize it responsibly. Okay, you can go and get whatever you want, Virgo. You are very powerful. Virgos are very powerful signs when it comes to business, when it comes to family. When look at celebrities. There's a few Virgo celebrities out there who are all about family, who are all about manifestation, power, right? So that is very huge for you, Virgo, when it comes to your family. So you may come from a line of family members who are very determined, a line of people who have very strong manifestation power, and or maybe it's just you, Virgo, you are the one that has that ancestral background spiritually, where when you were born, you were just born with the capacity to manifest anything that you want. Okay, But some of you guys, this is genetic. Your family is well known for money, or for maybe not famous necessarily, but Virgo, your family is well off now, at least now. But I feel like you guys definitely came from humble beginnings. For the Virgos I'm talking to, yeah, Ace of Wands. So there's that Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So some of you guys definitely have a fire sign in your family, or you have fire in your chart. Okay, new beginnings, a spark, strong sexuality in your energy, Virgo. Maybe not in your family, but maybe your family is just a very attractive family as well. Okay, I also see that you're very well put together for some of you, or at least you try to be. You work hard to be. Then we have the Seven of Cups. So there we go. There's a lot of choices that you have, Virgo. Some of you guys have a lot of options when it comes to relationships, or you know, you and your family have a lot of options in regards to what you guys are capable of going for in the world. Okay, could be that your parents had a lot of options with different partners. Could have been your parents were playing the field before they met each other and had you and your if you have siblings, like. But I feel like for you, Virgo, and your, you know, when it comes to your family lineage, doesn't matter where you come from, your family's history, there's a lot of options. There's a lot of things that you guys can choose from, but be careful what you choose. Be careful the cup that you drink from. Be very careful of that, right? Excuse me. Be very careful of what you choose, the cups that you drink from, Virgo. Could be a family member as well who has this tendency to, they have a lot of strong manifestation power, they have a lot of options, but they got to be careful. Excuse me. Oh my goodness, why am I never really sneeze in a reading. Sneezing on yours though, I don't know what's happening. Virgo, but I feel like I'm speaking to those of you, Virgo, who, there's some really powerful energy here that you're capable of, and your family is capable of, but some of you guys with your family, you've been through some hard times before you were able to recognize your abilities, or maybe you falling on hard times pushed you to understand, okay, what is it that what skills do I have to utilize to make more money, or, you know, go wherever I want to go. Yeah, go wherever you want to go. Knight of Wands, Sagittarius energy, Leo energy. Could be Aries too, but I read it for mostly Sagittarius, but it could be Leo or Aries. But you guys, you have a fire sign in your family, or you have a lot of fire in your chart, or you just have that drive. Okay, you may just have that drive. Maybe you don't have fire in your chart, but you have this drive, this unmatched drive to go after, to get whatever you want, to make as much money as you want, right? You can travel the world. There are those of you, Virgo, you have the capacity to manifest fame and fortune. Like, you can become famous if you want to. Like, you have that mentality. Okay, but it's quite possible that maybe something very emotional or traumatic happened to you that really pushed your family to move, right? You guys had to move, and some of you guys moved to a place where, maybe a country or a city or a state that had a lot of opportunities compared to where you guys were living before. Others of you, Virgo, maybe you're leaving your family because of a domestic, some type of a home situation. You know, maybe there was a natural disaster, you know, or something happened where, some of you guys, something happened where you ended up having to leave, and you went someplace that was going to give you the opportunities, the opportunity to grow and to become rich or become more financially stable. All right, so let's go ahead and clarify these cards for you, Virgo. Let's see. Clarify these cards for Virgo, Universe Source. Clarify these cards for Virgo. Clarify these cards for Virgo, for their family relationships, Universe Source, for their family relationships. Clarify these cards for Virgo, for their family relationships. Let's see. Man, my nose is really giving me a hard time, Virgo. So some of y'all, maybe there's some of you guys are stuffed up, or I don't know, maybe I'm picking up on some of you guys' energy. You may be coming down with a cold or something, or you're going through some type of transformation, and it's affecting you physically. Maybe I don't know. Wow, I cannot make this up, y'all. The Six of Swords being clarified by the Six of Swords from a completely different deck. So yes, there is a move, there is a transition. A lot of you guys are going through a move or a transition. You're moving someplace, you're driving someplace, you're taking a plane, something. Like you guys are transitioning. You are done with a phase in your life. Your family moved from a different country. You're moving into calmer waters. You're moving into a smooth transition. You're moving into a much more happier place in your life right now. Very beautiful. Then we have the Queen of Swords, clarifying the Magician, who is making a sword float. Well, he's making all of those cups, pentacles, wands, and the sword float in the air with his magic. But the Magician sometimes has to take on this Queen of Swords energy. Some of you guys are dealing with the Gemini in your life or in your family. Some of you guys have Gemini in your chart, Virgo. But what I see here with this Magician and this Queen of Swords, some of you guys need to cut some people out of your life. Maybe your parents or your family had to cut some people out of their lives in order for them to really focus on how to survive, or focus on how to help the family. Okay, probably had to cut off some friendships or romantic relationships to focus on the fam. But others of you, Virgo, you're just cutting off your family completely. Not forever, but for a time, so that you can go after what you want. Because maybe some of you guys, your family may be holding you back for some reason. Okay, Page of Pentacles, clarifying the Ace of Wands. So this is you planting your seeds. I also see this as a Taurus energy during this season of Taurus, Virgo, or maybe in the season of Taurus another time and another year. There are those of you who are definitely working on getting pregnant, okay? Or if you're not maybe you're working on getting somebody pregnant. Could be that as well, because I see the Ace of Wands as like the masculine. I see it as sexuality, but I also see it as the masculine reproductive system, right? So some of you guys are definitely wanting to get someone pregnant. You're working on that, okay? And I feel like it's going to go well. It's going to go well, okay? There you go. 4 Wands. There's those 4 walls, the home, marriage. Some of you guys, you may have a lot of options when it comes your family. If you're looking for a home, okay, or when you were looking for a home in the past, Virgo, your family had a lot of options, okay? Some of you guys are actually, if you're looking for a home now, there are a lot of options. Make sure you choose the right ones, okay? Don't jump to conclusions. Gain clarity. Make sure you're reading all of the fine print before you sign any paperwork, okay, when it comes to you looking for a new home. This could be maybe your parents or grandparents or siblings. Somebody's looking for a new home in your family, or this is you and your whole family, or just you. But you need to make sure that you're choosing wisely the home and the location of your home, the city, the country of your home. Okay? Not everything is what it seems. Yeah, then we have the Devil card. So this is strong sexuality for some of you, Virgo. Really wanting to explore that. Maybe you're leaving your family because, you know, you really want to explore that part of yourself. Some of you guys may be older and haven't really experienced sex yet, and maybe it's because of you're the way your family has raised you, and you want to get out, you want to explore, you want to fall in love with somebody, you know. But again, I feel like you need to be careful with that, because some of you guys may end up pregnant and not really wanting to be pregnant, or getting somebody pregnant when you don't want to. But others of you, I also see the Knight of Wands and the Devil card. You don't want to be tied down. You're tired of being tied down. You're tired of toxic behavior. Some of you guys may have a family member who's addicted to drugs or to alcohol, or, you know, whatever, to some type of substance, and they're holding you back. But you can't help them, Virgo, really. You know, they got to help themselves. Bottom of the deck, you have the Five of Wands. So some of you guys, you're dealing with a lot of fights in your family, or there's not a lot of teamwork in your family, and you're just like, look, I gotta go. I want to go someplace where there's more opportunity. I don't want to stay here. Some of you guys, your family live in a state or a country or a city that's really boring, but they're cool with where they're at. They're not trying to go anywhere, but you are. You want to do more stuff, right? You want to do more things. But there are some of you, Virgo, where you're going to be helping your family from afar, you know, sending them money, what have you. But I do see that there is, you're moving into this Leo, and during Leo season for some of you, Virgo, you're moving into a very beautiful place. Some of you guys, you're literally going to move someplace that's really going to make you happy and bring so much more opportunity. Some of you guys are going to learn some new languages, eat different types of food, like meet all different types of people. You may even meet your significant other, or bring your significant other, who knows, right? So those are your messages, Virgo, in regards to your family relationships. I hope that they helped. Much love and light to all of you, and I hope to see you guys in your next reading. Bye, Virgo.